Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Thursday, 27th of March. In this update, public primary healthcare spending has flatlined despite government attempts to improve access. A Victoria University paper shows its 5.4% share of the national health budget was consistent from 2009 to 2023. The Health Services Research Centre says any increase in funding was counteracted by inflation and population growth. Director Jacqueline Cumming says it's being felt throughout the healthcare industry.
If people can't get in to see a general practitioner or a nurse practitioner at their local clinic, when they become more unwell, they're going to end up in an emergency department.
And there's belief servicing South Auckland's health needs will require a multifaceted approach. Health Minister Simeon Brown's announced he's looking into building a second South Auckland hospital. Brown says Auckland's hospitals are struggling to cope with rising demand and health needs, especially in South Auckland. Public health doctor Sir Colin Tuki-Tonga says we also need to address our health worker shortage. The widow of Whaanana Fiso Collins is seeking an inquiry into his death. The former Green MP and Auckland councillor died in February last year after a heart attack at a charity event in Auckland's Britomart. The event involved a group of well-known people racing while carrying 2 buckets of water to raise funds for communities in the Pacific. Lachlan Rennie has more.
Vasa Fia Collins spoke at a case management conference at the Coroner's Court yesterday. She alleges Child Fund as well as public relations firm Campbell & Co didn't fully consider the risks of the event. Coroner Janet Anderson gave the parties 1 month to submit further information before she sought advice from a medical expert.
More details are emerging about the group chat of top US officials, which a journalist was accidentally added to. Screenshots from the chat have been published by The Atlantic overnight. They appear to show Defence Secretary Pete Hegseth sharing information about US airstrikes on Houthi rebels in Yemen earlier this month. There are also timings of drone and missile attacks. The Atlantic editor-in-chief, Jeffrey Goldberg, says he's published the full messages after the White House accused him of lying about what they contained. Freight drivers are welcoming moves to tackle drug driving. A bill to roll out roadside saliva testing has passed, opposed by the Greens and Te Pāti Māori. Police should be ready to use tests late this year. Transporting NZ Policy and Advocacy lead Billy Clements says drivers spend a significant chunk of their lives on the road.
A lot of road freight drivers are already experiencing drug testing. They're already being held to a high standard, and we think it's fair that other road users are held to a similarly high standard.
In sport, Jimmy Neesham has returned figures of 5 for 22 as New Zealand beat Pakistan by 8 wickets, chasing 129 with 10 overs to spare in the 5th T20 at Wellington. The Black Caps won the series 4-1. Highlanders coach Jamie Joseph insists rest rather than form is the primary reason for leaving Ethan de Groot out of the 23 to play the Brumbies tomorrow. He's replaced by Daniel Lennett-Brown. And hosts Wellington have beaten Southland 122-83 in round 3 of NBL basketball. I'm Nivareti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.